from Big Water Brewing, whose name I will figure out by the time these goddamn the tame time. What? Be going down, people of the world. My name is Redbeard, and you're watching another Daily Drink vlog. Thanks a bunch for joining me. For the beer of the today, we've got the last of the growler, pop top, bottle things that I don't know how to pronounce from Big Water Brewing from here in North Bay, Ontario. This is their ginger beer, coming in at 6.9% ABV. Yeah. This was gifted to me actually by the brewer / owner gentleman of Big Water when I was there, whose name is Ben from Big Water. Yeah, dubbed over afterwards, obviously, because I can't frickin' remember. I drank the stout earlier this evening, about an hour or so ago. Only other beer I've drank tonight, so I figured, you know what? It's Saturday. I'm not working right now. It's the winter time. It's my free time. So, you know what? I want to have some more beer. And why not have the beer of my people? Some ginger beer. With that in mind, let's crack her open. Love the pop top. Ooh, that was a weird one. Plenty carbonated, but like the rubber seal was kind of stuck to the top there in a area, so it didn't really pop off. But I don't know. Let's see what we got. Ginger beer is something I really kind of hit or miss on. Like, I love the non-alcoholic ginger beer. You can buy it like the grocery store and stuff. The Jamaican style ginger beer, I guess it's called. But other ginger beer that's actual beer tends to usually not be something I'm a huge fan of. So this might be my first kind of Big Water fail. We'll see. It's a really kind of nice little tiny bit of a haze going on there, but overall basically clear. Kind of a tan color, I guess I'd call that. Deep tan. More tan than I could achieve. Smells, I don't know the actual, well, I can smell of ginger, but the actual smell of like a ginger root, I don't know that offhand. I'm assuming that's what I smell right now because something smells different. No, let's give her a shot. Ginger flavor's there. It's not as in your face as it has been for me previously with other ginger beers I've tried. This one's way more balanced. The one thing that is kind of coming through, he did mention this to me when he gave this one to me. This one was not even charred. I didn't pay for this one. He was like, this one's on the house. Because he was like, do I have any of that left? I feel like this one has been in this bottle for as long as it should be at this point, because the carbonation level is definitely not where I feel like it should be. Like it's good. It's a bit flat though. A little bit. Still got some carbonation there, just not as much as I would like to have in a beer. Anyway, whatever. Let's do this. Cheers, everybody. And so many cheers to Ben from Big Water Brewing, whose name I will figure out by the time these goddamn by the time these videos are released. I will figure out. And yeah, I met the guy. I need to meet somebody like twice at least, and use their name a couple times in conversation before it really gets nailed in there. I'm bad for that. The flavor is really nice. Again, like the only qualm, bitch, gripe, whatever you might want to call it, that I have about this beer is it is a little on the undercarbonated side. At this point, I imagine when this was first put in this, it was probably a little more effervescent. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's died down a little bit, and it saddens me a little bit because I feel like if this was nice and carbonated, this would be really. It already is flavor wise. I can't think of any other one that I've had that was better. Like, this is the tastiest ginger beer I've had, flavor wise. But overall experience wise, probably still the best, but it could be better. I feel like that kind of makes sense. Actually, didn't I review on the channel a while ago when I was doing the hard soda / cider Saturdays thing? There was I don't know what happened to it, but it was a like an apple malt beverage called Crazy Beard, and the apple version was frickin' phenomenal. It was one of my go-to things before I really got into craft beer. And then they made a ginger version, which was, it's not a beer, but to this day, the memory of it, like, probably the tastiest ginger flavored alcoholic thing that I've had. This, if it was frickin' still retaining that carbonation, I'm pretty sure this would be equal, if not a bit past that. Because again, the flavor profile of this is great. Like, the ginger is there, and then it's just kind of this almost like a bit of a brown ale maybe or something, just like kind of a nicely balanced, malty, tasty thing. Not really a brown ale as far as the color goes, though. A light brown ale? I don't know the actual style that ginger was added to make this beer. But, you know, over here, Big Water, like I've said a couple times now, does not have an actual website. Some that's soon-ish. There's things possibly happening at that location that would make it become a place I will maybe live. But yeah, this is really tough. They're on Facebook as well, but you know, their presence online is not a huge thing. Even like up until recently, they had no sign. They had nothing to let you know that that's where you were going, because they're very oddly located in downtown North Bay. But now they have an actual sign that has this. And Nick, if you're watching this, slap yourself in the face for saying that looks like, no, it's a beer review, but you know, it looks like the kind of thing that a certain kind of man might deposit in a certain kind of bank. I'll give you a second to think about that. Yeah, no, it's obviously like an island shaped like the bones of a fish with some like trees coming out of it. It's a cool logo. I like it. I think it's pretty unique and neat. And I think Nick's just jealous because he has like Trailway's pretty cool. I won't deny they're pretty badass, but that's all you got. I got like if you count Cecil's Brewery downtown, I got 4 right here in my tiny town of 50,000 people. 4 breweries that I can sample their wares whenever I want. So yeah, you burn in hell as I take a break. Seriously, 10 minutes and like 20 seconds now. Shit. damn good stuff. The only, like, I don't want to repeat myself repeatedly, but the carbonation is the only issue that I have an issue with. It made sense. As far as a ginger beer goes, easily the best one I've had up to this point. And oh, do you see this freaking adorable in this fridge? Look at him. Look how cute he is. He's so goddamn cute. I'm a big fan of my new kitty. And the fact that, like, even though there was a couple times with the previous location that he showed up and attached himself to me, you know, this is just a better... I didn't notice until editing, but the the stout that earlier tonight, I saw that, and that was the first time behind me where they laid together, kinda, and Moo Cow wasn't a complete and utter bitch. As soon as he woke up, she, true to form, smacked him in the head a few times, because that's what she does, but, you know, animals are weird. The flavor profile on this is glorious. I feel like I've been recording too long at this point though, so drink number last. Big Water Brewing, your ginger ale beer stuff. I can't remember the actual name. It's just ginger beer, isn't it? I think. Rating. 6.5. Again, the flavor was great, just the lack of carbonation, and I did explain earlier, I think that's because that particular bottle thing was filled a little before the time. I don't even know how to say I'm trying. It was like a little past its prime in that particular bottle, being filled the way it is. They filled it like off the tap in the brewery, like being a growler fill, basically same kind of thing. If you get a growler, you ideally want to drink it within the first couple days, because that's when it's going to be most fresh and the carbonation is going to be there. That's the only real big issue I have with that beer, and just explained everything. So, end of the video. If you had the beer, let me know down below what you thought of it, because, you know, smash the thumbs up button and stuff. End of the video, blah, blah, blah. I'm failing pretty badly right now. I'm kind of tired, and I should probably go to bed. So, yeah. Peace out. That was the worst goddamned outro I've done in a long time. Like, I've done some reasonably bad ones in the kind of recent past, but that was fucking horrible. Yeah.